Hey comic book fans, welcome back to Comic Book Corner 2.0. And fans, you're back with me, Mike Spider Slayer, getting ready to do that all-important comic book review so you, the fans, can make a decision on what comic books to buy. And today, guys, we're talking about The Amazing Spider-Man issue number 792. This is part 2 of Venom Inc. Now, when I read this first part, I thought it was okay. It was like a 3.25 out of 5-star book in my opinion. Lately, I feel like Venom is getting overexposure. I feel like the character's been watered down. There's been too many symbiotes. And I wasn't keen on the whole how the first issue of this ended. But I needed another issue to really get a feel of the story and what direction that they were going in. Okay. So, with that being said, let's talk about this book. Story is written by Dan Slott, Mike Costa. The artwork is done by Ryan Stegman. The artwork in this good is pretty cool. I like the paneling in this book. This is an opening page here as you get to see Eddie Brock and Spider-Man, duking it out in here. Pretty good detail when it comes to, the symbiotic, stuff flying around and whatnot. So, I liked it. Facial expressions can be weird at times, but the most noticeable character I think that I like in here is Anti-Venom, which is Flash. I thought he looked really cool as well. So, what do I think about this overall story? Well, let's talk about it for a bit, and then I'll give you my overall thoughts. So, in the beginning of this issue, we wind up seeing Flash Thompson. He winds up becoming Anti-Venom. And we have a new Anti-Venom once again because it developed those properties. And what happens is we wind up seeing Flash totally take the symbiote off. But at the same time, he's killing the symbiote. And he wants possession of the symbiote because, it was once a part of him. So now he has this Anti-Venom suit on him permanently, and then he wants whatever was left over from Eddie Brock, and he wants to take it from himself. Spider-Man and Flash have some words. They have a disagreement about it because, this suit worked with Flash Thompson, and of course Spider-Man wants nothing to do with the Venom symbiote. He feels that it's danger. But Flash convinces Spider-Man that the symbiote is not dangerous. It's changed. It's not the thing that it once was when it was attached to Peter. And the two characters shared some funny moments in here. There was one moment where Flash Thompson called Spider-Man a bully, and Spidey was just like, that's funny coming from you. And they shared another moment when it came to him and Black Cat, which was really cool as well. The other elements that you get in this book, you wind up seeing Black Cat and her underground gang, which I'm still not a fan of that. I'm not a fan of her being an underground crime lord. It just doesn't fit her persona for me. It might be taking the character in another level, another chapter for her, but she just doesn't fit for it. And we get to see that Lee Price and his gang, who now his name possesses the symbiote from Mania. He's called Maniac, and he has the ability now to spawn little symbiotes, and he kind of spreads it, and he creates this larger gang. It's a really interesting power. It's kind of convenient how it wound up working for him, the one that wanted the revenge. What I want to know, how is he able to spawn little symbiotes at will where Venom never could? And Carnage and some of the other symbiotes in the past can never do that. It's just happened to be coincidence by Lee Price? I don't know. But he's got the Looter and some other people that are on his side. Him and Felicia duke it out. We see Hammerhead winds up getting possessed by the symbiote, and we see Matt Gargan as well gets possessed by the symbiote. But he had traces of the symbiote still inside of him, so automatically he becomes like a symbiote Scorpion again when he was for that short time. My question here is, how is he full-on Scorpion mode when it's a suit that he wears? So I don't get it. Was the symbiote like forming into the suit that he once was, and how is it green? So that kind of just threw me for a loop. There's a plot hole there, I think, in my opinion. So going back to Spider-Man and Flash, we wind up seeing that they create this compass to track the other symbiotes, because obviously the main purpose of this book was Flash went to Peter so Peter could talk to Spider-Man about finding symbiotes that have been stolen, all of the other suits that have been stolen. So they created a compass to find full-grown symbiotes, and little do we know, when they come to the end of this issue, they find a whole bunch of them. The compass leads them right to the whole entire gang. So what did I think about this issue overall? This could have went one or two ways for me. This could have went totally down the shitter for me, and I could have totally hated this book, or it could have went in a more positive direction. For me, this went more positive direction. I love seeing the fight between Flash and Eddie. It was a great fight. I love what Flash stood for. It's cool seeing him being Venom again, even though it's an anti-version of the Venom that we once saw him with. And it was cool seeing the banter between Peter and Flash. I thought that was pretty cool with each other. The Lee Price situation that's the thing that's kind of on the fence with me. I kind of get this feeling that we're going to get Flash, who has the anti-Venom properties. He's going to infect everybody and he's going to heal everybody. That's kind of like the ending that I'm thinking of here. Again, I shared with you already those plot holes about Scorpion becoming Scorpion again. How does he do that without a suit when he wore a suit? And how is Lee Price able to spawn little symbiotes at his will? I'm just kind of really curious about that. So it'll be interesting to see how Spidey and Flash deal with this situation, and how these other Venoms are around in the universe. The one other thing that that I'm not really keen on is how Flash treats his symbiote. It's more like, he treats it like a pet. You know, the old symbiote that he wore, that he took from Eddie Brock. He, like, scratches it like a dog. He talks to it like a dog. It's just weird. It takes it to a creepy level, I think. So at the end of the day, I think I'm going to give this book a 4 out of 5 stars. I liked it a lot better than the first issue. It gave me more insight to the story and the characters and things like that, and the interactions, and so it's grown on me. The first one was 3 1/4. This one's 4 stars. Now it'll be interesting to see how it moves forward in the other titles to come. So guys, in the comments below, please leave me a description on what you thought of this book. Did you like it? Did you love it? What were your favorite scenes? What were your worst scenes? If you want to answer any of my questions that I talked about here on this video, please feel free to do that. So guys, as always, thank you for watching Comic Book Corner 2.0, and until the next comic book review, this is Mike Spider Slayer signing off, and thanks for watching, guys. Take care. Bye.